Hello, I'm Dave Skinner and I'm the Town and District Councillor for the Saltisford ward in Warwick. This ward stretches from Coaten End, down by the Emscott Road there, includes the town centre and across Patmoors to along Birmingham Road to the far end by the Canal Bridge. One of the things I wanted to do was just try and explain a little bit about each of the councils and what they do, because I know they can be a little bit confusing. So I'll just start with the Warwick Town Council. Warwick Town Council is the smallest and the oldest of them all, but has the interests of the town as its main function. It represents the town in reviewing and making recommendations on the town's planning applications. It looks after the courthouse, where the visitor centre is, and all those functions that are attributed to those. Through the grants, it supports local charities in their own initiatives and supports and manages many local traditions, including having the mayor of the town, which changes each year and has several roles and traditions to fulfil. The Town Council looks after some local services also, like the provision of allotments, the upkeep of churchyards and the war memorial. Warwick District Council is based in Leamington, and the district covers Leamington, Kenilworth, Whitnash, as well as Warwick and the surrounding villages. The District Council is responsible for housing, which is including the council housing, benefits, rents and advice about housing. It looks after leisure and culture, which is looking after and managing the beautiful parks that we actually have in Warwick, amongst all the others that are in the district, the leisure centres, and it looks after the likes of the spa centre and the pump rooms in Leamington. They look after recycling and waste and the environment, so they are the ones responsible for looking after the waste, i.e. the bins that are actually collected, and the recycling bins obviously as well that get collected. They also have responsibility for the bins that are around in the town, and making sure those are actually cleared, and pest control. They are the main authority for planning in the area, so they are the ones that actually do the managing of the planning applications that are actually for the town and all the other districts obviously. They look after building regulations, and making sure that basically all the planning applications and everybody actually adhere to the national planning policies as well as the local planning policies. They look after parking, which is the off-street parking, that is. That's the likes of the actual parking lots that are actually around in the town. And they look after the facilities like that as well. They also look after the businesses. They manage the business rates that coming in for the area. They look after the likes of licensing for those businesses, various licensing that they actually look after, and things like food safety as well. They also are the authority that looks after sending out the polling cards when we actually have votes, and the council tax for all of the actual councils. Thought I'd mention Warwickshire County Council as well, because that is based in, as you know, in the town centre, in the market square in Shah Hall, and obviously that's because Warwick is the county town. We have John Holland as our local county councillor for around this ward, which is called Warwick West Ward, which is largely the same as the Saltisford ward, just extends a little bit further around. The county council provides services across the county for roads and transport, so that's highways they're called. They look after all the roadworks, manage those, make sure that there are actually all the other people like Severn Trent Electricity, etc., are actually planning to make sure that they're actually not digging up the road for no reason. They look after highways maintenance, which is actually the servicing, etc. Bus passes they look after, and the school bus service across the county. They're also responsible for education, which is maintaining the schools that they have in the local authority, schools admissions, adult training and careers. They look after waste and recycling from the point of view of the recycling centres, so the likes of Prince's Drive and the one in Kenilworth, and manage those, and they offer advice as to what can be done about recycling and picking up large items and things like that. They also do social care and health, which is the social services, looking after all the people in the county. They look after registration, which is actually the birth, marriages and deaths, libraries, trading standards, and many more things. So that's a little bit about each of the actual councils. There's also what you might have heard, the Court Leet, which is a very old authority, if you like, which the town council also support and look after, and the mayor is leader of the Court Leet there, which has been around for many years. The reason why I stood for being a councillor is that I love the town. I love Warwick, and it's been my town for many years. I've actually been living in the same house actually for half my life, so yeah, I won't say how long ago that is. I want to actually get the best for the town as far as the councils are concerned, and make sure that we get the best for our community. We've got a fantastic community. Once we're out of this horrid emergency situation that we have with coronavirus, we all need to actually see what we want from the town, what our priorities are for the town, and we need to actually look at what the progress of our recovery would be, i.e. getting back to where we were, getting back to making it as best we want it for, make sure that we're actually got the services and businesses hopefully back all as we have now, and actually go forward with that. I think we can actually learn a lot from the experience, and we can actually learn to be a better community as well. So that's it pretty much for me. Thanks for listening. Stay safe. Don't forget, we really do need to make sure social distancing is absolutely vital. So if you really do need to have to go out, if you just need for a little bit of exercise, make sure you actually stay safe and actually keep that distance from people. But otherwise, please stay at home. Look out for your neighbour, and we will soon be out of this crisis and hopefully be even better town community. Thank you.